I did some grocery shopping today. I bought butter, cheese, eggs, apples and pears. And I would like to visualize the cost of each of these items compared to my total expenses. And I have decided that the kind of chart suitable for this is a circle chart or a pie chart. A pie chart is a circle cut up into different sectors, where the size of each sector depends on the value it represents. If the sector is twice as big, the value is twice as large. Now, how do I turn these data into a pie chart? I would need to know how big each sector is going to be, how many degrees of the entire circle. And the entire circle is 360 degrees, so it will be helpful to know which value corresponds to 360 degrees. And this will be the total value of all the products together. So 2 plus 6 is 8, 10, 13, 18 euros. We can think of each value in this list, each of these costs, as a fraction of the total value. We could use this to find out how many percent of my expenses butter made up. Butter was 2 euros out of 18. So it is 2 over 18, that's 1 over 9, which is 0.111 repeating, and as a percentage that is 11.1%. Likewise, cheese represents a value of 6 euros out of 18 euros. So 6 over 18, which simplifies to 1 over 3, so that's about 33.3%. And we can calculate each percentage in this way. Or we can take some shortcuts. Eggs and butter have the same cost, so they represent the same percentage. The cost of apples is 3 out of 18, 3 over 18, so that's 1 over 6. So that's 0.1666 repeating, so that's about 16.7%. And the pears cost the same as the eggs and the apples combined, so we can add the percentages as well. And now, of course, these percentages should add up to 100%, except perhaps for rounding errors. Now, in order to draw a pie chart, we don't need percentages, we need degrees. But other than that, the idea is the same. We know that the total value of 18 euros will be the entire circle, or 360 degrees. So how many degrees will butter be? Well, again, butter is 2 euros out of 18 euros. So butter as a fraction of the total is 2 over 18. But now instead of multiplying by 100%, we multiply by 360 degrees. 2 over 18 times 360 simplifies to 1 over 9 times 360. So that's 360 divided by 9 is 40. So 40 degrees. Now, cheese is 3 times as much, so we expect it to be 120 degrees. Or we can calculate it directly. Cheese is 6 euros out of 18 euros. So 6 over 18 times a total of 360 degrees. 6 over 18 is the same as 1 over 3, and 1 over 3 times 360 is 120. So 120 degrees. And so on. X will be the same as butter. 2 over 18 times 360 is 40 degrees. And apples, 3 over 18 times 360 is 60 degrees. Again, we expect the size of the pears sector to be the same as the eggs and the apples together, so that will be 100 degrees. Or we can calculate directly 5 over 18 times 360. That's basically 5 times 360 over 18 is 20, so 5 times 20 is indeed 100 degrees. And of course, all the sectors together should add up to a full circle, or 360 degrees, so we can check this. 40 plus 120 is 160, 200, 260, 360, so that checks out, and we are now ready to draw the actual pie chart based on this table. And this is simply a matter of drawing angles from the center of the circle. So you draw the circle, you mark the center, and then you start by drawing a radius vertically from the center. And then you position your protractor or protractor triangle, make sure that the 0 point is on the center because this will be the vertex of every angle. And then you measure out 40 degrees. There will be an acute angle, so we stay on this side of the triangle. So we count 10, 20, 30, 40 degrees, mark this, and then draw another radius. And this is now a sector of 40 degrees corresponding to butter. Now we continue from here. We position the triangle again, now along the new radius, 0 point on the center again, and we measure out 120 degrees. That's going to be an obtuse angle. So on this side, 120 degrees, and we draw the new radius. And from here, we measure another 40 degrees, and then another 60. And if we did all this accurately, there should be 100 degrees left for the pairs. We can measure that, and that fits in this case. So that's all of our sectors. And now in order to make our chart readable, we need to make clear what the chart is about and what each slice represents. So we add a title and we add a key. So that means we add colors or patterns to each sector and an overview of what each of these refers to. And that's our pie chart.